Imagine being born with a condition whereby your some parts of your body outgrow other parts, or rather, they grow extraordinarily. What am I talking about? Today's story is about a lady called Sarah Baartman. Sarah Baartman was a South African born in a tribe called Khoikhoi in South Africa, and she was born in 1789. And she was born to a very long time ago, so it's during the slave times, okay? So her mother died when she was an infant, when she was a baby, and later on the father died when she was a teenager. And she went through all the rites, puberty rites and everything. But during her puberty is when everything started growing. And as I'm talking, I'm eating some watermelon, okay? You have to hydrate yourself. Please try and hydrate yourself. The weather now is not a good show. It's not laughing with us. Okay, so Sarah Baartman started growing breasts, nyash, and hips more than leave all these people who are going now for the, what are you calling them, BBL or BB what? I don't even know. As who we don't have, we have accepted ourselves and we love ourselves as that. So those who are going, I don't know, I've been a BBL, I don't know. Anyway, so hers was original, and they were growing bigger and bigger as she was growing up. So she worked as nanny, as washer. They're calling them washers, okay? They used to, like all these cleaners. Let me call it a cleaner. She used to go to all these white people houses. She would wash, clean, be a nanny, be all that slavery that was going on that time, okay? Because now you remember she's an orphan. Her parents are already deceased. Eventually, this condition, hospitals could not treat it. So she met one doctor. His name was Dr. Danop. Dr. Danop saw an opportunity. This is why I keep telling you. The people who come to your life, not all people want the best for you. Some people see you. Either they take advantage of your condition, they take advantage of your desperation, or they push you to a point you start having conditions and desperations if you did not have initially. Now, our Dr. Dunlop, I hate him. So, Dr. Dunlop saw Sarah as an opportunity for him to make quick cash. You know how he did it? I am here to explain to you. Don't go to Google. I am your Google for tonight. Anyway, so Dunlop convinced Sarah to go to London. He was from London. And she was like, no, I have to go with, I think her cousin or her friend. She resisted until Dr. Dunlop agreed to bring the two boys. So 3 of them were taken to London. The reason I paused is I don't know how to transit from a narration to a sad note, because what I'm about to say is very, very sad, because our Sarah Baartman was put in an exhibition, in a museum, a glass for view, I don't even know which word to use, but she was put in a cage for the whites to come and view, for tourists to come and tour and see. Can you imagine? Those years, there were no clothes. I'm all covered up. So even if I stand somewhere, you won't see anything. You're not seeing anything. But our Sarah Baartman was wearing those traditional old African clothes, which were just a patch of cloth that was covering the front part, her backside, and you remember she has Steatopygia, so her back is overly like this. So if the cloth it's maybe here, so the other part is open. Her breast, the same thing. And our Sarah Baartman, people would come, pinch her skin, poke her to see if the nyash is real. Nyashi na nyashi, nyashi na nyashi, nyashi na nyashi, oh. Burasti na burasti. Oh, sorry. I was carried away, you know. So, what happened is, people would come and do that. Let me tell you my own experience as a side dish to that, okay? When I came to Qatar, I was working as customer service in a mall, Hyatt Plaza Mall. And most of the time, our work was to open car doors for the people coming into the mall, welcoming them, salam alaikum, welcome to Hyatt Plaza. As they are leaving, thank you for coming, shukran, ma salama. That was our job. So we would open the car door. If there are kids, we'll help bring them down, you know, mingle with them. Hi, how are you? What's your name? Oh my God. If she says her name is Sarah, you're like, oh my God, your name is like mine. And you guys make this bond. And anytime they come, they're so excited to see you, you know, that kind of a thing. But alas, you don't always find the good ones. There are those who have never seen black skin girl. Skin like there are those who have never seen black skin. Now let me give you an experience of my own. A car pulls up, I go open the door, and when I open the door, the child comes down. I'm stretching out, I've already brought them down. The child touches my skin, looks at her finger, and looks at the mother, looks back at me, looks at my hand, touches again, looks at her. This child was wondering, what kind of makeup is this? This white girl decided to put black makeup today? Oh my God! It's embarrassing. But you know, you have to smile. You have to keep smiling, whether you're insulted or whether you're beaten, whether you're you don't know. So you have to be the mother has to play good, and you know, there are those who loved us. So back to our main story of Sarah Baartman. That's what she was going through. All alone in a foreign city, standing in a glass, or I don't know if it's just a cage or it's an open place chained up. I don't even know. Where people are coming to see you like a monkey or a lion or a cheetah in a cage. Now, where she was put to live was very bad conditioned. Like, where she was living was a very bad place to live. Living conditions were very terrible. Food was a no-go zone. Drinking was a problem. Then those years, that is when smallpox was in the rise. There was no vaccination. There was no, I don't know, all those immunization and stuff. Sarah Baartman contracted syphilis, contracted tuberculosis, and that is after she was taken to France. This white guy sold her to France. So this guy in France now took her as an animal because he was an animal trainer. So he put Sarah as an animal completely, totally. So Sarah Baartman contracted syphilis, contracted pneumonia, and some of the people say she also contracted smallpox. And that is what she succumbed to. That is how our Sarah Baartman died in 1815. When she died, do you know what she did? What they did? What those monsters did to her? They dissected her body and put it in museums for people to still come and view. You see how we go to here, National Museum, or you go, or even Kenya, Nairobi National Museum, you go and watch the skeleton of the dinosaur. That is how she was put for people to come and see her. Until the 1940s, when an activist in South Africa said, hell no, I ain't gonna wait. You gonna release Sarah. You gonna release Sarah. Sarah has to come home. Sarah has to come. And that's how her remains were flown back home for a proper heroic burial. That is how Sarah's life was miserable from the beginning to the end. If you remember, no parents, no mother to take care of her. At least if you have a mother, if you have such a condition, she'll protect you. She'll at least, you'll know there's a woman next to you, you know? There's that protector, there's that carer person.